set for the opening tip. Bedford in home white, and Amanda Jonas wins the tip. Allie Morgan, the senior captain point guard, takes over. She gets it to Jonas. Now Safia Mumpini in the corner. And Morgan directs up top.
And Nashua South's come out here in a 2-3 zone here, so we'll see how they attack this, whether they want to shoot from deep or make some passes, you know, penetrate the zone and kick out.
So far, Bedford just working it around the three-point line. Morgan resets the offense. Now there's Isabella King cutting. Back out to Safia Mumpini. Her three is off the mark. King comes up with the offensive rebound. Her putback is short, and rebound cleared by McIntyre. And here come the Purple Panthers. Ariana Murray gets set as Bedford plays man-to-man defense. Murray with the crossover. And now Jonas tips it away, gets the steal now. She's got a breakaway. Her layup is off the mark. King can't make the putback. Emma Rosenbaum misses. Jonas tries again, is off the mark. King with another offensive rebound. And Bedford just can't get one in yet, Corey, but here we go again. King from deep.
Quite a flurry right there to start. We had about 4 or 5 missed bunnies right underneath, but Isabella King's able to bury from outside for the 3 to take the early lead.
Yeah, it took a while, but great way to start the scoring as King strokes the three-pointer from the left wing. Bedford with the early lead. We've got a whistle now, a foul in the half court. And that one is on Allie Morgan, so her first foul. Just underway here in the opening quarter of the opening game. Bedford up 3-0 with 6:29 to play. Nashua South inbounding. And they do get it into Catherine Covert. And now Murray works up top, watched by Emma Rosenbaum. She gets into the paint, and she spins it up and in off the glass. So Nashua South with their first bucket. And now they steal it with the full court press. Now they try to sell it down. Juliana Martin has it, number 15. Martin gets the pass to McIntyre, and she scores off the bank. Nashua South with the 4-3 lead. Isabella King breaks the full court press, gets it to the elbow, works it to the baseline. That one's off by Mumpini. And we've got a foul in the paint. Isabella King came up with another offensive rebound and drew that foul.
And Mumpini's shot was halfway down, rattled out, but they got the offensive rebound, gives them another chance here, so they're going to set up under the hoop.
Maya Rio with the foul for Nashua South. Now ball inbounded, Mumpini gets it to King. She drives the baseline. A lot of contact, no call. And Nashua South comes away with it. Then Mumpini tips it out of bounds to Coach Kevin Gibbs. So Nashua South will inbound it from half court. They're up by 1 here in the early going, 4-3. 5.5 to play in the first quarter. Ariana Murray drives to her right, now sends it to the left corner. Three-pointer there is off the mark, rebounded by Rosenbaum. But there's a turnover, and it's Juliana Martin finishing with the left. Nashua South up to 6-3 now. King, pull-up jumper at the free throw line, just short. Jonas with the rebound. Her pass is deflected and stolen by Juliana Martin. And now we've got a foul. Bedford trying to get a steal out of a trap, but instead it's the first foul on Amanda Jonas. Second team foul.
Yeah, Bedford's been struggling with the full court pressure here early on. They came out in a trap and they haven't really responded well. The last 2 times they've gotten it up, but early on it was causing trouble. But they make a nice defensive play here to get it back going their way.
That was Jonas with the bucket, cutting it to 6-5. There's a crossover on the left wing, and the drive by Murray, she's fouled. That foul is going to go against Emma Rosenbaum, her first. Third team foul, and that's going to send Ariana Murray to the line for 2. Nashua South up 6-5 here, 4:22 to play in the first quarter. Murray's first free throw is on the mark. First substitution of the night for Bedford. Catherine Pennick checks in for Safia Mampini. Catherine Covert also checks out for Nashua South. Second free throw on the way, up and good for Ariana Murray. And it's now 8-5 Nashua South. Bedford's able to break the press this time. Catherine Pennick has it in the corner, gets it out to Allie Morgan. She's watched there by Ariana Murray, who's got a size advantage.
It looks like Nashua South has moved into a man-to-man defense now, so they switched it up from their 2-3 zone early on. Moved into a man-to-man. We'll see if they come out a little bit more aggressive on the defensive side here.
Nashua South trying to keep Bedford off balance, mixing up full court, half court defense, zone and man. Now Isabella King inbounding it. Gets it to Morgan for three. It's
Got
good.
it. Buried a deep one there to get them back to 8-8.
Second three-pointer in the first half for the Bulldogs. King and Morgan both have one. And now Bedford settles into its half-court man-to-man defense. We are tied at 8 halfway through the first quarter. Jonas bothering the ball handler. And now Maya Rio picks up her dribble. Ball is passed into the paint. Lefty turnaround, no good. Nashua South picks it up in the corner. Now they work it to the left elbow. That's McIntyre. Ball deflects into the Bedford student section, and it'll be Bedford ball.
Yeah, she had an open player underneath, but saw her a little bit too late, tried to make that pass down low, and unfortunately went right out of bounds.
Blocking foul on the far side there near midcourt, as Nashua South didn't get to the spot quite in time. It was Juliana Martin with the infraction, her first foul. That's the third team foul on Nashua South. Allie Morgan gets it to the corner to King, and Jonas is shot off the mark. Pennick is fouled in the rebounding action. That is the fourth foul on Nashua South. Second foul on Bailey Morin. Morgan for three, and it's good. Allie Morgan with her second three of the first quarter gives Bedford an 11-8 lead. Now she pokes away at it. And her man gets past her. That's Maya Rio.
Crafty move by Rio there. Was able to get back to the left hand and drove right down the middle, off the glass and in for another deuce.
Bedford's lead trimmed to 1. It's 11-10 here in the first quarter, 2:40 to play. And that was the third foul on Bailey Morin, so she checks out. King gets it to Morgan. Morgan able to break the pressure. She gets it into the lane, tries the scoop shot, doesn't quite get the roll. Isabella King there for the rebound. She works it back out, finds Emma Rosenbaum up top. And dribble handoff to Morgan.
We don't have great stats here, but that's at least Isabella King's third or fourth offensive rebound, make it a fifth as she gets the bucket on a nice putback in the lane.
She really has been active there on the offensive glass, and she's able to put that one back in. And Nashua South calls timeout as Bedford extends its lead to 3. It's 13-10 here with 2:15 to play in the frantic first quarter, Corey.
Frantic for multiple reasons, Andrew. Both on the court and here up in the booth.
Yeah, we apologize for any technical difficulties that you may have experienced as you take in the broadcast. We think we're ready to go here. We're sort of like the teams here, early season, just getting used to our surroundings and trying to turn this into a well-oiled machine.
But you described that frantic pace out on the court. Certainly the pressure's coming from both sides. They're extending out full court, trying to make sure that each of the teams has had enough time to put in a press breaker in the early season. And in many cases, it's leading to turnovers and easy buckets on the other end.
Bedford sticking with a half-court man-to-man defense. Isabella King pokes it away from Obanello. She's checked into the game, number 13. Jordan Rio into the game, number 5. And now it's Ariana Murray on the left wing. Skip pass to Maya Rio. Her 3 is off the mark. And there's a rebound by Kazajanski. Her first action. And as she was trying to corral it past half court, she stepped on the sideline, so Nashua South will have it.
A good hustle play there. Unfortunately, just ran out of space on the sideline on the far end.
Maya Rio initiates the offense on the right wing. She drives and scores off the glass.
It's a nice stutter step. She paused a little bit there, gave the old looky-loo, and went right to her right hand, strung to the glass, and was able to finish. Good play by Rio.
Kazajanski gets it to King, now gets it back, a little 2-man game. Kazajanski with the turnaround in the paint off the front of the rim, and here comes Ariana Murray. She misses with her left in transition, and Isabella King with the rebound. Gets it to Jonas, pushes it up the right wing to Rosenbaum. Now King at the top of the key, wide open 3,
Ooh.
In and out. Kazajanski fights for the rebound, can't get it. Ball tipped away by Jonas, and Nashua South will inbound.
Seems like Coach Gibbs is keeping a little bit of a tight bench here. They've only had 1 substitution for the Bedford side. And they're leading 13-12 with just about under a minute here in the first quarter.
Jordan Rio brings it over half court for the Purple Panthers. Now she lobs it into the paint. It gets deflected. Rosenbaum with the steal. She gets it to Jonas. Jonas brings it up. Give and go with King. Jonas' short shot is off. Rebound to Ariana Murray.
It's a nice little give and go there. Unfortunately, they couldn't cash on it.
That was also.
She got back and making a really nice play by Amanda Jonas, blocking the shot down low on South's number 20, Krista McIntyre.
Yeah, you're right. Jonas had to run the floor well there to catch up to that play because it was a nice pass ahead by Ariana Murray. So 22 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Nashua South inbounding. They trail the Bulldogs 13-12. Murray watched closely by Sydney Grogan, seeing her first action.
First varsity game. She's a freshman. She's getting in there and causing some defensive havoc.
Morgan with the steal. Clock about to run out, and Bedford cannot get a shot off. So the first quarter will end. Bedford with a slim lead here. After 8 minutes of action, they lead 13-12 in the season opener.
You know, some good action here, Andrew. You called it, absolutely. So they come into the first break here with a 1-point lead. They're trying to feel each other out here and get their first quarter out of the way of the season, see what they have, and Coach Gibbs has to be pleased with the effort so far.
Yeah, they've certainly been playing hard, aggressive on defense. They've worked the ball well offensively. We've seen some good shooting so far from the outside. Morgan with 2 3-pointers already, Isabella King with 1. They've also been aggressive on the offensive glass. They've probably gotten, what do you think, 8 or 9 offensive rebounds?
I think you're right, and Isabella King has probably 4 or 5 of those, so absolutely. They've been crashing the boards. Although they haven't been extending their defense full court, they've been getting those offensive rebounds nonetheless and second chance points in the paint.
Yeah, the funny thing is, percentage-wise, they're probably shooting better from three-point land than they are inside the three-point arc.
Right, especially with that early flurry right there in the paint. There were about 5 or 6 missed layups that unfortunately didn't go in, but again, that's probably early season jitters as they get their feet under them.
Yeah, and I've got to think that Coach Gibbs is pleased that with all those missed interior shots, Bedford does have a 1-point lead here after the first quarter.
Sure, yeah, they haven't turned the ball over, which is a good thing. You want to limit those turnovers and at least get good shots, and Bedford's been able to do that so far. South's had a couple of nice one-on-one moves, a little stutter step here and there, going strong with their right hand. I think both Murray as well as Rio have made nice aggressive moves to the hoop as we get set for the second quarter to start here.
Ball inbounded to Obanello. She gets it to Maya Rio. And now it's stolen by Grogan. Bedford rolling into transition. Grogan works it to Pennick at the top of the key. She dribbles to her right. Dribble handoff to Isabella King. Dribbling to her left. Nice pass into Jonas. And that's a great first play out of the quarter break. Coach Gibbs drawing up a winner on that play. Bedford leads 15-12.
King drove with her strong left hand into the paint, got the defense to collapse, and then passed it off to Jonas for a nice, easy shot. And they caused a turnover here in transition. King finishes with her right hand. 4 quick points out of the break there and makes a nice start to the second quarter for the Bedford Bulldogs.
Yes, indeed. Now Rio drives with her left and banks it in with her left. That's Jordan Rio, number 5. There are 2 Rios playing for the Purple Panthers. Pennick now picks up her dribble, gets it back to Morgan. Morgan calls out the play. Senior captain and point guard. Jonas looking to get it to King. Ball is deflected out of bounds on the baseline. It'll be Bedford ball.
And Nashua South's made that adjustment on their defense, so they're playing a tight man-to-man instead of that 2-3 zone they came out early. It seems that those 3 early three-pointers has caused them to change their defense.
Camille Michon checks in for the first time for Nashua South, number 11. Morgan inbounds it to King. King gets it back to Morgan on the right wing. Bounce pass into the post is intended for Pennick, is knocked out of bounds. It's Bedford
tough entry
ball.
pass there.
That was good denial defense by the Purple Panthers. Morgan inbounds it to King again. This time they work it around the perimeter. Grogan gets it to Morgan in the left corner. Now back up to Grogan. Pennick gets it to King in the right corner. Pennick to Morgan. Behind the back dribble. She penetrates. Nice dish to Jonas. Off the back iron. Rebound to Michon. And here come the Purple Panthers.
It was a nice patient set. They got a decent look at the basket. Unfortunately, the ball just wouldn't fall for them.
Martin to Obanello. Now Michon sends it up top to Maya Rio. She's watched by Morgan. Crossover, picks up the dribble. Up top to Obanello. Far side for Michon. She loses it, regains control. Now dribbles into the middle. Kicks it out to Maya Rio for 3. It's long. Nashua South with the offensive rebound and fouled immediately. That's Camille Michon, who's going to go to the line for 2. We are checking on the foul. Looks like they called it on Sydney Grogan, her first. Team's 4th. Nashua South has 5 team fouls here with 5:52 to go in the first half. First free throw from Camille Michon is good.
It's a nice offensive rebound by Michon. She was on the backside. Karam came right to her. She was in the right place at the right time. Was able to get into that good shooting position and able to draw the foul.
Second free throw is short and left. Didn't quite touch iron, so Bedford will have it out of bounds. Safia Mampini just checked back in for the Bulldogs. Isabel King inbounds it to Morgan. She's trapped. She splits the trap.
Nice step through there.
And ball keeps getting deflected. And it slowly rolls out of bounds. Bedford will have it at midcourt. Emma Rosenbaum checks back in for Grogan, who did well here in her first appearance for the Bulldogs varsity squad. Bedford clinging to a 2-point lead here early in the second quarter. 5:40 to play. They're up 17-15. Mampini has it on the left wing, gets it to Morgan in the corner. Now she works it to King in the left corner, back up top to Morgan. She surveys the court through the legs, going to her left. Now King has it on the left block, turnaround. She's denied. Rosenbaum from near the top of the key. Jumper gets the roll. Emma Rosenbaum is on the board.
Good roll. They were looking to ISO with Isabella King down there. She had about a 4 or 5 inch advantage on Maya Rio. Drew the double team, kicked it out to Rosenbaum. She was able to bury the long shot. Now Mampini with the steal.
And after that steal, she was fouled in transition. The foul is on Juliana Martin, her second foul. Team's 6th. So on the next foul, Bedford will be shooting 1-1. 5 minutes to play here in the opening half. Isabella King looking to inbound it. She gets it to Morgan. Long range jumper. He is off the mark. If our math is correct, that is the 7th team foul.
She's going to go for a 1-1 situation here. Very good shooter, Isabella King, so we'll see if she can convert here. 19-15 with 4:56 to play in the half. Bedford holds a 5-point advantage now as Isabella King buries the first of a 1-1.
That foul was on Ella Karavanich for Nashua South. King gets set for the second one, and that one is pure as well. She's up to 9 points, and Bedford up to 21. They've given up 15. It's a 6-point lead here. Just under 5 minutes to play in the first half. Lob into the paint is deflected out. It'll stay with Nashua South.
Yeah, Karavanich was slipping the screen there, made a nice play to dive to the hoop. Unfortunately for them, the pass was a little too loopy, and Bedford defense got a hand on it.
Lob on the inbound is stolen by Isabella King. It's going to be a 2-on-1 with Morgan. She finds Morgan on the left, and that's an and one.
Count it. Cash, way to run the break. Isabella King getting out there, leading it with her left hand, bounces it over to Morgan, draws the foul and finishes for that pure, natural three-point play, hopefully, if she finishes on the line.
The old-fashioned three-point play. That's what we're looking at here. Morgan bounces twice. Shot is off the back rim, so she can't complete the three-point play, but Bedford comes up with a rebound.
Isabella King's 400th offensive rebound of the first half here, seemingly.
We only give you official stats here. Pennick scores from the block off the bank, and that gives Bedford a 10-point lead, 25-15.
Nice drive and dish there by Morgan. Got Pennick wide open for that bank shot.
Murray working on the left wing for Nashua South. She lobs it into the post. It's caught, but the shot is off. McIntyre couldn't connect, and here comes Morgan leading the charge. Nice bounce pass to King. Little dish to Pennick. She's off the mark. Rebound to McIntyre.
You want to see King go up strong there, maybe draw the foul. She's good position instead of dishing that out.
Murray's shot is no good, but Nashua South gets the offensive rebound. They work it back into the post. McIntyre spins with her left and scores. Nice move there.
Crafty move back to her left hand. Was able to get to the rim and finish.
Bedford leading by 8 now with 3.5 to go here in the first half. Mumpini drives to her right. Pull-up jumper is good.
Good. Created her own shot there. A nice play by Mumpini. Got one strong dribble to her right, pulled up and was able to bury that shot. Nice job.
10-point lead now for the Bulldogs. 3:10 to play in the first half. Nashua South's jumper no good. McIntyre gets the offensive rebound. Again, goes to her left and scores. Adds the foul. That one's going to go against Pennick.
That was a nice offensive rebound by McIntyre. She had position. Bedford didn't box her out, so she was able to pull it down. Spun back to her left hand, drew the foul. And hopefully for her, she can pull the Nashua South team back to within 7.
Free throw is long and right, off the mark. Isabella King pulls down the rebound. Mumpini works it to Morgan. Pull up three, off the mark. Rebounded by Murray. Bedford leading by 8 here. Nashua South drives into the paint. That was Covert.
Nice defensive play by Mumpini. Got a hand in on that drive, was able to force the turnover.
Rosenbaum has it on the right wing. Spinning, guarded closely by Murray. Now Morgan, pull up at the free throw line, good.
Cash, nice move again. Back to her left hand, drove to the free throw line. Little step back, and it was true.
Morgan has 10, and the lead is 10. 2:20 to play here in the first half. Into the post to Covert. Her shot is off the mark. Again, King with the rebound. Gets it to Morgan, lobbed ahead to Pennick. It's a little bit too far. She saves it, but Nashua South has it. Here comes Murray. Picks up her dribble, and a foul is called on Morgan right at midcourt. That's going to be her second. And checking into the game again is Sydney Grogan. Isabella King will take a seat. 16 fouls on Bedford.
2 minutes to go in the first half, and Bedford leads 29-19.
Maya Rio opts for the drive instead of the pick, and she scores off the glass. She's got 6. And a foul on Nashua South. That's Catherine Covert, her first, but the team's 8th. So Allie Morgan will go to the line again.
That was a strong move by Maya Rio. Again, with her right hand, it looked like a replay from earlier in the game. She gave a little hesitation, stutter step back to her left, and then went strong with her right for a nice deuce.
Check that. That was the 9th team foul on Nashua South, but Morgan will be shooting 1-1. First one is up and long. Rebounded to Murray. So Morgan 0 for 2 at the line. Nashua South trailing by 8. They've got it in the hands of Murray. She works to her left, searching, gets to the block, misses a shot. Covert with the offensive rebound. She misses. Pennick with the defensive rebound. And looking to outlet, she gets it to Rosenbaum. She crosses half court with 1:24 to play in the first half. Freshman Grogan hands off to senior Morgan. Rosenbaum on the left wing, looking for Pennick. She gets the bounce pass to her. Pennick turns into a double team. Gets it to Grogan, now Mumpini. Now Morgan up top. And they're gonna call steps. A little bit of an awkward dribble there. The referees decided to call an infraction.
It looked like she had made up her mind to make a pass and then hesitated as the defense shifted and thought better of it, but then turned the ball over anyway with a little bit of a stutter step.
1 minute to go here in the first half. Rio gets it to Covert. Guarded by Rosenbaum. Back to Rio. Underneath, it's McIntyre. Another and one opportunity to foul on Mumpini.
It looked like Catherine Pennick had a little bit of a tough time on that screen there. She got lost in the middle of the paint. McIntyre slipped down low and got open for that easy look. Mumpini tried to come over for some help defense, but unfortunately got a little bit of the arm. And McIntyre goes to try to finish off that three-point play.
She's 0 for 1 at the line so far. This one also off the mark, short and left. And rebound eventually gets its way to Mumpini. Now Rosenbaum ahead to Grogan. She settles the offense. Over to Sydney Suazo. Suazo back to Grogan. 35 seconds to play here in the first half. Rosenbaum, skip pass to Jonas, baseline jumper, in and out. Nashua South with the rebound, that's Maya Rio. 22 seconds to go, pass ahead is deflected out of bounds, that's off Nashua South. And Bedford will have an opportunity for the last shot here.
Yeah, Rio was pushing it ahead. She thought she had Covert for an aggressive stance at the offensive end there. Unfortunately, it went off her hands.
Grogan to Suazo, Jonas to Mumpini. Mumpini's shot is off. Nashua South has it with 10 seconds to play here in the first half. Pass ahead, caught, back to Rio. Stolen away by Grogan, 3 seconds on the clock. She shoots a three-pointer on the run, and it's just off the mark, just long. And that's how the first half will end. Bedford leading 29-23. Again, it seemed like another frantic quarter. Fast-paced action here, Corey. But Bedford, who only led by 1 at the end of the first quarter, is going to go into halftime leading by 6.
Yeah, there's a lot of good athletes out here making some athletic plays, high energy. These girls are playing hard and putting everything they have out there after the first half of play.
Well, we'll take a break with the girls here, and we'll tally up some stats. And stick with us. It's going to be a 10-minute halftime. So stay tuned. We'll be back in about 10 minutes for second half action. You are watching and listening on BCTV and Bedford 105.1. Getting set for the start of the third quarter. Bedford will be traveling left to right on your radio dial. And Bedford going with their same starting 5. Morgan, Mumpini, King, Jonas, and Rosenbaum. And King gets fouled underneath the basket. 10 seconds into the third quarter here. Foul called on Covert, her second.
And we apologize for the pronunciation in the first half for Catherine Covert. We had her name wrong the entire first half. Picks up the early foul. And a turnover by the Bedford Bulldogs in their home whites. Back to the Nashua South in their travel purples. And they'll come down to the offense for the first time in this half.
It's Murray on the left wing, guarded by Rosenbaum. She sends it up top to McIntyre. She swings it to the right wing, where Juliana Martin has it. Now Covert up top, gets it back to Murray as Nashua South just works it around the perimeter. Murray gets it back to Covert in the corner. King watching her. Bedford
National
playing
South is really exploring this pick and roll here on the top right-hand side.
left corner jumper is off the side of the backboard by Rio. Here comes Morgan in transition. She finds Rosenbaum on the baseline. Now up top to Mumpini. Pull-up jumper is blocked. She gets the rebound. She sends it over to Jonas, up and in.
Yeah, heady play by Mumpini, stayed with it, got her rebound off of the block there. Found Jonas for the easy two, but it was a nice block by Juliana Martin.
Rio picks up her dribble, gets it to Covert. Now Martin has it on the right wing, guarded by Mumpini. A little defensive tit for tat, and she knocks it away.
Extending that defense, getting up in her grill there, harassing her quite a bit, and seeing if Juliana Martin could handle that.
Martin gets it into McIntyre. Now Rio surveys from the left wing. Pass into the post is straight out of bounds. Mumpini did a nice job blocking the progress of Martin.
Yeah, good observation there. As Mumpini stepped in, Rio thought the cut was going to slide down the lane a little bit more aggressively to the basket, and Mumpini was able to block that way.
Now Morgan kicks it out to Jonas. Nice save on the far side. Back to Morgan. Now Rosenbaum drives into the paint. Her shot is off the mark. Rebounded by McIntyre, and the Purple Panthers have it. It's Murray crossing the timeline, going right to left. Maya Rio asking for a pick. She gets it, but she passes up top to Covert. Swung over to Martin. Martin uses the pick. McIntyre has it up high. Now Murray on the right wing. She dribbles to her left into the paint. Tries to pass into the corner, but stolen by Mumpini. Now here comes Morgan in transition, finding a way to the basket. Her shot is off the mark. Murray with the rebound. Quickly starts transition for Nashua South. Pull up just inside the top of the key is off the mark. Covert gets it. Now Murray has it and resets the offense. 5.5 to play here in the third quarter. Bedford leading 31-23. Murray probing. Kicks it out to Covert. Maya Rio has it now. Nice pick and roll play. And a jump ball is called as Covert was diving to the basket.
Yeah, they went back to that pick and roll. Isabella King made a nice play to come over on the defensive help from the backside. Was able to get that jump ball out of bounds, reset for the Nashua South Purple Panthers.
Rio with the corner three is short. Morgan tips the rebound to King. She has a lane, she takes it, and she scores with the left. Bedford extending its lead to 10 as King scores her 11th point, and there's a timeout by Nashua South.
Yeah, Bedford pushed it back to 10 points here. They had a 10-point lead in the second quarter. Faltered back to a 6-point lead at halftime, but they pushed it out back to 10 points as they have a 33-23 edge with 5 to go in the third quarter. Some frantic action here in the early third quarter.
Absolutely. Nice heads-up play there by King. And that reminds me, we had a chance to interview Coach Gibbs on our sports show on Bedford 105.1 last week. You can go find that interview on demand if you go to the town website. And one of the things Coach Gibbs talked about was wanting the girls to take advantage of any opportunities that they saw. And the C's really parted there for Isabella King, and she knew what to do.
Yeah, sure. You want to provide, as a coach, you want to provide your team an offensive framework, but you like to see when they're able to make some variations out of that. And as you mentioned, Isabella saw the Red Sea part and went strong with her dominant left hand and was able to get the easy deuce.
So back in action here, Murray driving for Nashua South, and there's a foul on the pass.
Amanda Jonas picks that foul up. Looked like it might have been off ball there.
That was Jonas's second foul. First team foul for Bedford here in the second half. Bounce pass off the inbounds to McIntyre. Her shot is off. King with another rebound. Mumpini on the right wing. Lobs it over to Rosenbaum. She scores with her left.
Good transition there. Bedford moved the ball up with passes. Found the easy basket on the backside by Rosenbaum, who was filling the lane on the far left side.
Bedford leading by 12 now as Murray drives into the paint. Her shot is off the glass, no good. King with yet another rebound. Here they come in transition. It's Rosenbaum on the left wing. Pull up. It's good from about 15 feet.
Good composure by Rosenbaum. Took a couple of dribbles, saw the open shot, pulled up and stuck it.
Bedford getting in a bit of a groove here, up by 14 in the third quarter. McIntyre now for Nashua South. Dribbles to her left. Handoff there. She gets it back. Again dribbling left. Watched closely by Jonas. McIntyre working the baseline. Bounce pass. Shot no good from Juliana Martin. And we have a foul.
Juliana Martin's going to pick that up. She had a chance for an easy basket on the backside on a pass down below by the baseline. Came up short, and that's just what you normally refer to as a frustration foul.
Yes, you do. Here comes King, working to her left in the left corner. She kicks it back up top to Morgan. She surveys the floor. Nashua South playing half-court man-to-man here. Mumpini with the three from the right wing. It's good, but there's a whistle, and a traveling violation is called before the shot.
Yeah, it looked like Mumpini was getting her footsteps a little out of order there. She stepped in with two instead of just the one. It was a very nice shot. Buried the three, but unfortunately traveled beforehand.
Now it's Bailey Morin in for Nashua South. Ball gets into McIntyre. Her shot is off. Jonas double teamed with the rebound. Tries to get it to Morgan. It's out of bounds. It's going to be a turnover.
And Nashua South was extending the pressure there. They double teamed Jonas off the rebound, and she couldn't find anyone open. Threw the ball out.
Ball inbounded. Maya Rio has it.
Quick hands by Morgan. Nice play off of Rio's leg, and Bedford will get the ball back.
3:14 to play here in the third quarter. Bedford leading by 14 in their season opener. Nashua already 1-0 on the season. They had a 1-point victory over Portsmouth on Wednesday. King from the top of the key. Her three is money.
Got it. Nice rotation on that. Morgan came off the screen. Little pick and pop from Isabella King. She was wide open for that three from the top of the key.
Jordan Rio gets it to Martin.
Now another steal by
Maya
Morgan.
Rio gives it up to Morgan. Morgan dribbling with her left, spins back to her right in the paint. Short jumper is good.
And the Purple Panthers are going to call another timeout here. They don't want the game to slip away as they push it to a 19-point lead with the Bulldogs up 42-23 with 2:36 left in the third quarter.
That's right, Corey. The lead has really ballooned here in the third quarter from 6 up to 19. Coach Bourgeois calling timeout to chat things over.
You know, it's been a variety of ways they've been scoring. It's been a lot of transition, so they've gotten some easy buckets. They've gotten a couple three-pointers. Despite a couple of turnovers by the Bulldogs, they've still been able to push it out to a 19-point lead.
That's another thing we heard from Coach Kevin Gibbs in that interview, was talking about the spots in transition and having the girls take a spot and not worry so much about a role or a position. You know, you're the 3, you're the 4, you're the 5, you have to go to a certain spot, but having the players go to an open spot and fill the lane, and Bedford's been able to score quickly in transition with that practice and play.
Yeah, I'm familiar with Kevin Gibbs' AAU team, and they're strong supporters of that positionless basketball technique where, you know, your tradition is to go with a 1 through 5. You have your point guard through your center, but they really want every player playing each position, everybody able to handle the basketball, make good passes, and be in the right spots on the court. So you're seeing some of that flow through here to the Bulldogs offense.
You really are. I mean, we've seen everybody from Morgan to Jonas dribbling up the court and pushing the pace. And it's resulted in a 19-point edge here with 2.5 to go as we resume action. Jordan Rio drives to the middle, hands it off to Morin. And now the kick out to Rio. Her jumper from the left wing is good. That's Jordan Rio.
Yeah, Nashua South really needed that. As again, they had fallen down by 19. They needed a basket to get going their way.
Rosenbaum from the right corner gets it up to Mumpini. Now back to Rosenbaum on the right wing. She dribbles to her left. Passes to Pennick in the left corner, and she's pushed there. Foul is going to go against Juliana Martin. That's her 4th.
It looked like Rosenbaum might have gotten away with a carry there. Referees have been spot on with most of their calls. They might have missed that one, though.
Sydney Grogan back onto the floor for the Bulldogs, along with Catherine Pennick.
And Ariana Murray will check back in for the Nashua South Purple Panthers.
Replacing Martin with that 4th foul. Mumpini looking to inbound it. She gets it to King. Into the post, Rosenbaum spinning. She finds Mumpini in the left corner. Now King on the left wing. She dribbles through the legs. Dribble handoff to Mumpini. She passes up top to Rosenbaum. Now Grogan on the right wing. Dribbles to the free throw line. Over to King on the left wing. Her 3 is short. And the ball deflects out of bounds.
Yeah, so we're going to see who takes that leadership role right now. Allie Morgan's on the bench here, getting some rest, and the Bedford Bulldogs are going to have to adjust their offense.
Jordan Rio gets it to the corner for Murray's 3. It's no good, but the offensive rebound and putback is good by McIntyre.
Yeah, she didn't have position there, but was able to go right up over the top without fouling. Nice job by her to get that board without the foul. Was able to draw contact, too. Put it back in, and again, we'll go for a 3-point play. Good play all around by Kirsten McIntyre.
With that bucket, she's into double figures, the first Purple Panther to get there, and she makes her free throw. It's a 3-point play. She has 11, and Bedford leads 42-28. Grogan able to get it across half court. Now King driving to her left, loses it off her hip, and ball deflects to the sideline and out. It's going to be Nashua South ball.
There's a little bit of a scramble there. The ball was on the floor. People diving around. Good hustle on both sides, but Nashua South gets the ball.
Ooh. Mumpini tries to steal it from Jordan Rio. She's whistled for the foul on the reach. That's Mumpini's 2nd foul.
It looked like Safia Mumpini had good position. Snuck a hand in there, tapped it away, but the refs are going to call foul there.
Maya Rio looking to inbound it at half court. She gets it to Murray on the left wing, watched by Rosenbaum. Murray crossover dribble to her left. Skip pass to Rio. Jordan gets it to Maya Rio.
And Coach Gibbs is excited with his defense here. They're getting around, making the adjustments, and again, they calls the turnover with Grogan with the steal.
Yep, she had it the double team with King, and she picked up the steal. Now her pass is stolen, and Maya Rio scores in transition for Nashua South, and Coach Gibbs is going to call timeout to talk that over.
Yeah, Mumpini was going back for that pass. It was deflected back into the backcourt, but I think she could have hustled a little bit more, and I think Coach Gibbs was pretty irritated by that. So the lead is back down to 12 with 41 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. Bedford 42 and Nashua South 30.
Yeah, this is a learning experience for the Bulldogs. As you mentioned, Allie Morgan is on the bench, and she provides so much in terms of performance and leadership, and Bedford's certainly going to need to build experience without her on the court in order to really reach the team potential that Coach Gibbs wants to achieve.
Yeah, we were talking about it before the broadcast. It's actually a quite young team for the Bulldogs this year with 4 sophomores and a freshman. I mean, 5 of the 11 players are underclassmen here. The 3 senior captains are obviously going to provide leadership and help build that culture, but it's quite a young roster here.
Only 3 seniors, and they're all captains, but you're right. 8 of the 11 are not seniors. We thank you for tuning in today. Be sure to tune in tomorrow at noon as the Bedford boys hockey team will play host to Londonderry. That's a radio-only broadcast. Harry Kozlowski will be on the call at noon for the 1-1 Bulldogs along with Mike Bernard. Now we're back in action here as Grogan gets it over half court. She works it to Mumpini on the right wing. Now Pennick by the left elbow. Mumpini now at the right elbow with the crossover. Guarded by Jordan Rio. Mumpini over to Pennick. Now King into the post for Rosenbaum. It's poked away. Rosenbaum recovers. Gets it to Grogan. King from the left wing for 3.
Got it.
It's in. Perfect rotation. That one looked good the whole way. And King has 17.
Good patience by the Bulldogs there
Whistle.
on offense, but Mumpini's going to pick up a foul before the 3rd quarter buzzer goes.
That's right. The buzzer did go off, but the whistle had sounded, it seemed, right before the buzzer. The officials are now chatting it over.
They're conferencing. I'm anticipating they're going to put maybe 1 or 2 seconds back on the clock, because that foul definitely happened before the buzzer. And it'll be hard to get a shot off with the aggressive defense from the Bulldogs they've shown throughout the third quarter and honestly throughout the entire game.
We are working to get the clock set. They're going to add some time here. It is the third foul on Safia Mumpini, fourth team foul on Bedford here in the second half. Bedford leading by 15 here, right before the end of the third quarter. Everyone waiting for the clock to get set. Both teams able to huddle here and strategize. I believe I heard that there's going to be 2 seconds on the clock. We'll wait and see if that's accurate. But either way, we know that it's going to have to be a quick hitter here for the Purple Panthers to try to score.
Sure, what is it, 1.6 seconds for a catch and shoot, or is it 0.8 seconds? I don't know the exact number, but they're not going to have a lot of time to fiddle and diddle up top, as Johnny Most might say.
There will be no fiddling and diddling on this play if they want to score. It looks like it'll be Maya Rio inbounding it here on the near side for Nashua South. She's chuckling with Coach Bourgeois and one of the officials. There is 1 second on the clock, and it looks like we are set to resume action here as we are going to conclude the third quarter. Rio inbounding around Morgan. It's into the corner, and it deflects off of Jordan Rio and out of bounds. And that'll do it here for the third quarter.
So that may seem like an insignificant foul there at the end of the quarter, and it may play in a little bit later as the Bedford team has 4 fouls in that third quarter. So, you know, you have to think about team fouls heading into the fourth. If their aggressive defense gets a little too aggressive, you don't want to be sending Nashua South to the line in that 1-on-1 situation. So it may seem innocuous, but it could play a factor later on.
Absolutely. Another teaching point for sure here for Coach Gibbs. Bedford in its season opener here, looking to go to 1-0. The next game for the girls that will count in the regular season schedule is going to be after the new year. It's going to be Friday, January 3rd. Bedford is going to play host to BG that night at 6:30. We'll have the broadcast for you, and Corey and I will call the action. That's a fun one to look forward to, but Bedford has 8 minutes to go here before we can start thinking ahead to the second game of the season. Coach Gibbs wanting to get off to a good start here.
Yeah, and like many teams, they're going to participate in some holiday games. It looks like a tournament down in the North Shore area of Massachusetts to see if they can get some further experience against different talent.
So both teams walking back onto the court here. Looks like Emma Kazajansky will be back on the court for the Bulldogs, along with Morgan, Rosenbaum, King, and Jonas. As we mentioned, King leading the way with 17 points now. She's made 3 3-pointers. She's been excellent. Morgan also in double figures with 12. And it's Morgan dribbling above the top of the key here, getting the offense set. It's Kazajansky. Her pass to King is stolen away. It's Maya Rio in transition. Shot is no good. Fight for the rebound. It's going to be a jump ball. Jordan Rio and Rosenbaum were tied up there, and possession arrow is in favor of Nashua South.
And Kazajansky with the turnover there, but good hustle to get back there on the defensive end. Prevented the easy deuce on the transition. Maya Rio was doing her best to push it forward fast and couldn't convert on that offensive side.
Murray has it on the right wing for Nashua South. She picks up her dribble, guarded by Jonas, and backpedaling, she gets it to McIntyre. She swings it into the corner to Jordan Rio. Her 3 is just long. Jonas with the rebound, gets it to Morgan. 3-on-1, pull up at the free throw line. Can't quite go in.
Well, that pull-up jumper rattled around on the rim there, but it just wouldn't fall. And Jonas, being aggressive for the offensive board, picks up a loose ball foul.
That's going to be her 3rd. Yeah, that jumper by Morgan seemed to sit on the rim there for eternity. She didn't get the home roll. McIntyre checks out for Nashua South. And here comes Jordan Rio. Bedford still with that 15-point lead, 1 minute into the fourth quarter. Rio gets it into the post, and there's a foul as Morin was attempting to score in the post.
She got good position down low, fake to her right, swung back to her left hand. Looked like she might have been going to a right-handed hook shot and drew the foul from Kazajansky. She'll head to the line to see if she can convert on these two free throws.
First one from Bailey Morin is good. That's her first point of the night. That was Kazajansky's first foul. Second free throw is long, rebounded to Morgan. She gets it to Kazajansky on the right wing. Now King in the right corner, guarded by Jordan Rio. Morgan resets the offense up top, dribbling to her right. Dribble handoff to Rosenbaum. Pass to Kazajansky. Her jumper is just short. King gets the loose rebound. Dishes it to Morgan, no good. Jonas offensive rebound, no good. Morgan misses after the offensive rebound. And Murray pulls it away for Nashua South.
That was very much like a early game scrum where the Bedford Bulldogs got about 3 or 4 offensive rebounds in a row, couldn't convert.
Maya
Rio's looking to make them pay on the other end.
Scoop shot no good, but she drew a foul. Foul again goes against Kazajansky, her second. That was a nice dish by Nashua South to get it to Rio.
I think that was Jordan Rio to Maya Rio.
Maya Rio's first free throw is long, as Catherine Pennick checks in for Emma Kazajansky. Maya Rio steps back to the line. She has 8 points. Her second free throw is good. Now she has 9. And Bedford's lead is 45-32. King gets it across half court. Dribbles through the legs. Plays give and go with Morgan. Shoots a three. Another one is good for King. She's got 20 and 4 3-pointers.
Cash, it's such a smooth shot. The lefty from the top right got the open shot, pulled the trigger, and it was nothing but net.
Bailey Morin driving for Nashua South. Her shot is off, but she draws a foul.
You know, Coach Gibbs' Bulldog team has done a nice job of handling that full court pressure. They're getting it into the corner, then sending a cutter through the middle, and it hasn't caused too much problem after the first, 1 or 2 possessions in that first quarter. They've done a good job.
Bailey Morin converts on her first shot at the line here. Jonas checks out with those 4 fouls, replaced by Safia Mumpini. McIntyre checks back in for Nashua South, replacing Catherine Covert. And Bailey Morin spins it. Second shot is up. Off the rim, Pennick grabs the rebound. And here comes Bedford leading by 15, 48-33, 5:37 to play here in the fourth quarter. Morgan in no hurry, dribbling up top, gets it to Mumpini on the left wing. Now King up top, dribbling to her left, back to Mumpini. Lob into Rosenbaum in the post. She spins, kicks it out to Morgan for 3. Count it.
Another one. They're getting those open threes and taking advantage of them.
And now King with a steal. Behind the back dribble, over to Mumpini. Now Morgan feeds Pennick, and she scores with the right in the paint.
Dipped her left shoulder, swung around with a nice pivot on her left foot. Got that half hook shot through the lane. Great play by Catherine Pennick.
Quick 5 points for Bedford, and they push their lead to 20. 53-33 with 4:45 to go. Murray lobs it into McIntyre. Stolen by Mumpini. She gets it to King.
Numbers
now
here
Morgan,
again.
2-on-1, over to Rosenbaum in the left corner. She dribbles into the paint. Her shot is short. King with the offensive rebound, and she's fouled.
472nd offensive rebound for Isabella King on that one. She'll head to the line. Unofficial statistics, of course.
Yes. We can tell you officially that she does have 20 points. She's 2 for 2 at the line. And her third free throw of the night is good. She's got 21. She really is just moving so smoothly and confidently, having a great opening game here. Last year, she was the team's leading scorer as the sixth man. She's in the starting lineup this year, and she scored again. So she's 4 for 4 at the line. She's got 22, and Bedford leads by 22. Here comes Murray for Nashua South.
Yeah, South's going to need to find some scoring here. So they have 33 points through 3.5 quarters.
Maya Rio's three from the left corner is off the mark. Ball out of bounds, and Nashua South will inbound it there as Sydney Grogan checks in for Allie Morgan. 4:19 to play here in the fourth quarter. Bedford looking to start the season with a strong victory. They're up by 22.
5.
And they get strong defense there to force that 5-second violation. Rosenbaum will inbound it now. Nashua South with some soft full court pressure. Bedford easily breaks it. Mumpini gets it to King. Her layup is no good. Rebounded by Aubinello. And McIntyre moves it up the court to Martin. She spins on the right wing. Skip pass to Maya Rio. She dribbles with her left and scores. Maya Rio now has 11. Mumpini passes ahead to Pennick. Her pass to Grogan is deflected out. It's Nashua South ball.
Yeah, Bedford ran a nice press breaker there. They got the look they were looking for on the backside, filling the lane. Unfortunately, Sydney Grogan couldn't handle it off her hands, out of bounds, and it goes back to Nashua South.
Sydney Suazo has checked in for Rosenbaum. And there's a foul in the far corner on Sydney Grogan, her second. And as you mentioned, Corey, those fouls do add up. That's the 9th team foul, so Nashua South will go to line for a 1-and-1. It'll be Maya Rio.
Yeah. Maya Rio's provided that offensive spark. She's had a couple of good drives. She's faked those three-pointers and got the step on her defensive player. She's trying to push the action here. She's going to need some help from the South teammates to get that scoring punch getting going a little bit in the last 3.5 minutes.
Rio hits the first end of the front end one, misses the second, and Suazo has the rebound. Ball bounces around. Obanello comes up with it. Her layup is no good. McIntyre with the rebound, and she's fouled by Mumpini. And that's number 4 on Safia Mumpini.
So we talked about that young team. There are all freshmen and sophomores on the floor right now. So we'll see what they can do and trying to close out the last 3.5 minutes here. That was not a good start to that sequence for this 5. As Nashua basically had a 2-on-0 there. Couldn't convert the 2-on-0, got the offensive rebound with McIntyre. And now she's at the line trying to hit the second of 2.
She did miss the first. She has 10 points on the evening. Long on the second one as well. King with the rebound. She gets it up to Grogan. They play pass on the perimeter. Now Grogan dribbling into the paint. Nice dish to Pennick. Ball deflected away. And now out of bounds. It's going to be Bedford ball with some bodies on the floor.
A lot of contact under the hoop over there. 2 strong players colliding. And it doesn't look like there was a foul. It's just an out-of-bounds call, so it's going to be Bedford Bulldogs under their offensive glass.
Mumpini with the honors. She's going to have to hurry. She gets it in just in time. It's a lob pass to Grogan up top. She fakes, drives into the paint, kicks it out to Pennick. Now King in the right corner. Over to Sydney Suazo, high arcing 3, just short. Ball deflected out of bounds, and Bedford will have it again.
They're moving the ball nicely, getting some open looks, and Suazo pulled the trigger really quickly there. Just a little short.
King gets it into Grogan. Now Mumpini has it near half court. Guarded closely by Martin. Mumpini gets it to Suazo at the top of the key. She dribbles to the left, and we've got a foul.
Looked like a hand check on Jordan Rio there.
Jordan Rio's first foul, and only the 5th team foul, so Bedford will not go to the line here. Another substitution for Bedford. It's Marina Braga checking in. She's got the ball there. She's driving into the paint. Her scoop shot is short. Ball bounces, and again, Bedford will have it. Braga, a junior. She slaps the ball. Inbounds it to Suazo. She dribbles to her left into the paint, and she scores on a nice little runner.
That's a tough shot right there. Off balance, in the lane. One of those mid-range runners, that, like you mentioned, and that's tough to convert.
Braga tips it. Grogan picks up the steal. Her layup in transition is no good, and Braga fights for it but can't corral it. It's out of bounds. It'll be Nashua South ball. Christina Braga checks in for Isabella King, and she gets a nice hand as she checks out with 22. 2:21 to play here in the fourth quarter. Bedford leading by 21.
Yeah, again, Coach Gibbs has to be pleased with the effort so far. 2 minutes left here in the first game of the season. Packed stadium here in Bedford High School, and they lead 21 points. Good start to the season for Coach Gibbs.
Karavanic had it. Now, then Michon. And there's a drive along the baseline by Daw. Her shot is no good. Karavanic can't score on the putback. Ball bounces out. It's going to be Nashua South ball. Emma Kazajansky checks in for Amanda Jonas. She had another strong game. She scored 6. She happily greets Coach Gibbs. There's an inbound play. Shot no good. Nashua South is called for a travel. That was Vanessa Reeder, who almost scored on a nice inbounds play, but ended up with a travel.
It was a nice crafty play out of bounds there. Talk about those after timeouts or dead ball situations where they try to convert. It was a pick-the-picker. They got an open look.
Sydney Grogan got tripped there, but no call as Nashua South picks up the loose ball. Now they work it into the post. Shot blocked there by Christina Braga. And here comes Sydney Grogan. She passes it ahead to Suazo on the left wing. Tries to find Kazajansky in the post, but passes a little bit too much mustard on that one.
A little strong on that baseball pass from 10 feet away.
You like the idea, though?
I do. She's posting up. Kazajansky had position. Looking for the post down low.
Kylie Daw works it into the right corner.
Good hustle.
Kazajansky tips it away. Again, out of bounds on that far side. 1:05 to play here in the fourth quarter. Nashua South will inbound it. It's Camille Michon. And she finds Reeder. Now Daw back to Reeder in the post. Kazajansky comes up with the steal down low. She dribbles all the way into the paint. Crossover.
Oh, nice
and
crossover.
Scores.
Yeah, drove left, crossed over back to her right, off the glass. Great drive by Kazajansky. Nice finish on that transition.
Nashua South gets it back over half court. Bailey Carroll gets it to Michon. Michon dribbling in the right corner. She kicks it out to Karavanic. Her three-pointer just long. Kazajansky with the rebound. Just under 30 seconds to play in the fourth quarter. Kazajansky looking for another bucket. Just misses. And we've got a foul on the rebound as Camille Michon came down with it for Nashua South. And the foul will go against Kazajansky.
Yeah, the hustle is there, Andrew. The Bulldogs, the young team is in there right now, and they're putting it all out there. Showing some energy in the fourth quarter here, but again, those 10 fouls are adding up now, and the Purple Panthers will shoot in a double bonus situation as number 11, Camille Michon, will go to the line for 2.
She squares up her stance, sets and shoots short and left. Michon made her first free throw tonight. That one was off the mark. Bedford leading by 23 here with 21 seconds to go. Second free throw, and Michon gets the roll on that one. Sydney Grogan now pushing across half court. 15 seconds to play here in the season opener for the Bulldogs. Suazo dribbling to her left, hands it off to Kazajansky. She dribbles into the paint. Another runner, and that's good. So Kazajansky gets her second bucket as we roll towards the buzzer. 2-1 shot at the buzzer by Daw is no good. And Bedford has a season opening win, 61-37 over Nashua South.
A lot of good things coming out of that game for the Bedford Bulldogs. Pretty excited, I'm sure, as they head into the holiday break. We really appreciate hosting you guys for the season opener with the Bedford Bulldogs. Andrew, it was a pleasure to broadcast the game with you.
It was a pleasure to have you, Corey. I look forward to doing more broadcasts with you throughout the season. We're excited about this winter. We'll have 6 or 7 home games for the girls and the boys. And we have a chance here to go over some quick stats. Isabella King led the way with 22 points, including 4 3-pointers. Allie Morgan was next with 15. She also made 2 3-pointers. We had Mumpini getting a bucket. Kazajanski got those 2 buckets late for 4 points. Sydney Suazo scored with a bucket. Emma Rosenbaum had 6. Catherine Pennick had 4. And Amanda Jonas had 6. Over on the Nashua South side, Maya Rio, point guard, led the way with 12. Kirsten McIntyre scored 10 in the post. Jordan Rio had 4. Ariana Murray had 4. Camille Michon had 2. Juliana Martin had 2. And Bailey Morin had 2. So again, if you're just joining us, we want to give you a heads up that there will be hockey broadcast tomorrow. It's a noon start for the boys against Londonderry. Harry Kozlowski will be on that call with Mike Barnard. And the next basketball broadcast will be Friday, January 3rd. The girls play host to BG at 6:30. So we hope you tune in for that. By the way, there is now an HD channel. That's channel 1072 if you have Comcast. So you can tune in there if you'd like. Of course, you can continue to watch on regular channel 23 or on the internet. We have the games streaming. We want to say our big thanks to Bill Jennings, George Cox, and Harry Kozlowski for running the production tonight. Any final thoughts tonight, Corey?
You know, aggressive defense on both sides, some athletic players out there, great start to the season for the Bulldogs, and we'll see how they can continue it through the holiday season and into the new year. So thanks for joining us.
Absolutely. So that'll do it for tonight. Bedford wins 61-37 against Nashua South. You've been watching Bedford girls basketball on BCTV and listening on Bedford 105.1. Happy holidays, everyone.